Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about type of loading. This is also very important in shear force and bending moment. In the design of a shear force and the design of a beams, so in the calculation of shear force and bending moment, this type of loads is also very important. You have to know what is the load, which type of load is acting on the beam. Due to that type of load, we have to calculate the beams load, right? So types of loading. Alright, so types of loading. First one is point load or concentrated load. Point load or concentrated load. First one is point load or concentrated load. For example, this is beam. This is beam. Yes, on this beam the load is acting here. This is load P. Yes, this load is acting at a point. A load is acting at a point, at one place, at a point. This is called as point load or concentrated load. This is called as point load or concentrated load. Yes, so what is the point load? For example, this is the member. On this member, just a load is acting like this. This type of load is called as point load. A load is acting at a point is called as point load or concentrated load. Yes, so what is the example of the point load or concentrated load? Example of a point load or concentrated load. Yes, hook load. Number one is hook load. Yes, for example, the hook is provided below the slab, so that load is hook load, and the hook is provided to lift the bag, that is also a point load. And second example is so point load, right? So vehicle tire load. Vehicle tire load acting on the bridge. Right, అంటే bridge యొక్క slab, on the bridge slab. Yes, on the bridge slab. This is the bridge slab. The vehicle load, that is tire load, the vehicle tire load is acting like this, right? Acting like this. This is also considered as point load. Right, so this is the point load. What is the second type of load? The second type of load is UDL. The second type of load is UDL. Right, the second one is UDL. Second type of load is UDL. Uniformly distributed load. UDL load, uniformly distributed load. Right, so this is a member. This is a member. On this member the load is acting like this. On this member the load is acting like this. This is called as UDL, uniform distributed load. This is UDL, uniform distributed load. The load is acting throughout the length of the member. If the load is acting throughout the length of the member, that is a uniform load is acting throughout the length of the member. This is called as the UDL or uniformly distributed load. What is the example of UDL load? What is the example of the UDL load? Right. The example of the UDL load is weight of self weight of a prismatic beam. Self weight of a prismatic beam. This is the prismatic beam. That means uniform cross section of the beam is called as prismatic beam. Uniform cross section of the beam is called as prismatic beam. Uniform cross section provided throughout the length of the member, that beam is called as prismatic beam. So the self weight of a prismatic beam is considered as UDL, uniform distributed load. The second example is water weight on the base slab. Water weight on the slab. Water weight on the slab. If you see, so after the pouring of the concrete, so for the curing purpose, so water, we provide the water on the slab. That water is provided uniformly over the surface of the slab. That water weight along the length, if you consider the area, that water weight is considered as UDL, uniformly distributed load. Right, so this is the UDL, uniform distributed load. Next type of beam is UVL, uniformly varying load. Next third type of beam is UVL, uniformly varying load. In this uniformly varying load, so two types of loads is there. Number one is triangular load. Yes, triangular load is also considered as UVL, uniform varying load. Triangular. Alright, so triangular load is considered as a UVL, uniform varying load. Alright, the example of the triangular load is UVL load. The example is, alright, so water weight are horizontal water pressure on the wall. Horizontal water pressure on the wall or on the dam. Horizontal water pressure on the dam or horizontal water pressure on the wall. This is the wall. For example, this is the dam. Yes, I show here. Yes, this is the wall. This is the wall or this is the dam. This is water level. This is the wall or dam. Yes, this is the water level. If you see the water level, so on this dam, so this water level, the distribution of the water pressure distribution is like this. Water pressure distribution is like this. This is called as UVL load. UVL. In the UVL load, this is a triangular load. In the UVL load, this is triangular load. Right, so the load is distributed like this. This is in the shape of the triangle. This is the triangular load. In the part of a UVL, so one is a triangular load. So the load is acting on the wall or the load is acting on the dam. Alright, so this is called as UVL load. In the UVL load, this is triangular load. One more is so on the retaining wall, the soil pressure is acting like that only. This is the UVL load. In the UVL load, this is the triangular load. Next one is a trapezium load. In the triangular load, the second one is a trapezoidal load. Trapezoidal load. Triangular load, and second one is trapezoidal load. Trapezium shape of the load. Example of the trapezium type of the load. What is the example of trapezium size? Trapezium so shape of the load. Yes, the trapezium side of the load is one is water load. Water load on only the gate of dam. Water load on only the gate of the dam. Ante dam yokka only gate తీసుకుంటే మనం so water weight. Second one is so weight of soil. Right, so horizontal pressure of soil, not weight of soil. Horizontal pressure of soil. Horizontal pressure of soil on a retaining wall with surcharge. Here the water load or water weight, horizontal water load on the gate only in the dam. Right, see here, this is the dam. This is the dam, and this is water level, but the gate is provided here. This is the gate. Right, so the water level, that means the horizontal water pressure is distributed like this. Horizontal water pressure is distributed like this. If you consider only this portion weight it is like a trapezium. It is trapezium shape. It is the trapezium shape in the form of UVL load. Only gate తీసుకుంటే only the gate. Only gate తీసుకుంటే, yes, this load is called as UVL. Next one is a retaining wall. Yes, ఈ retaining wall కి మనకి లోడ్ ఉంటుంది. retaining wall. Alright, so retaining wall ఇట్స్ ఇది ఉంటుంది లోడ్. దేనికి ఇది? సాయిల్ యొక్క లోడ్ retaining wall with surcharge, with provide surcharge. So this weight is is called a UVL load. This is called as UVL load. Trapezium type of the load. This is surcharge. Alright, so this is UVL load. In the UVL load, this is so trapezium type of the load. Next one is a couple load. Yes, sir. Next one is a couple load. Yes, two loads is acting in the same magnitude but opposite direction. yes, two loads are two equal force, two equal force, but opposite direction. Opposite direction is called as couple. Right, for example, this is the member. On this member, so two loads are acting on this member. This load is acting this direction, this is P, and this load is acting this direction, and this is P, and this is the distance D. Yes, same force, equal force, this is same force, this is also same force P, but the direction is opposite direction. Alright, so due to this force, what happened? Due to this force, moment is develops, right? Therefore, moment M is equal to force into perpendicular distance. This is the force into perpendicular distance. Force into perpendicular distance, it is considered as the moment. Due to this force, this is one force, this is another force, right? Two equal force but opposite direction. This force is acting this direction, this force is acting this direction. So due to this opposite force, this direction of the force is occurs, so the moment is develops, right? So moment, this force is occurs this direction, this force is occurs this direction. Due to the opposition of the force, so here moment is develops, right? Moment. Alright, so moment is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Force into perpendicular distance. Next type of force is links. Right, so next type of force is links. Links. Alright. This is one link, another link, another link, another link. Link. This side the force is develops, that is P. This side the force is develops, this is P. Right, so this is link. Alright, so this is the link and this is the link. Alright, so due to the link here, yes, links are subjected to this due to the force. Due to the force is applied on the link. Due to the force on the link, so axial force is develops. Due to the links are subjected to axial force. Links are subjected to axial force. Links are subjected to axial force. ఎప్పుడైతే లింక్స్ ఉన్నాయో లింక్స్ యొక్క ఫోర్స్ ఆన్ ద లింక్స్ ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు axial force is develops, right? So this is about some types of the loading in the beams, right? Thank you.